Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm super excited to have you watching this video out there, whoever you are. Especially if you're my wife watching this video, because this really isn't about a sales thing. This is more my personal journey that I'm sharing with everybody right now. My life has been full of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, money, no money, money, no money, broke. And I'm in a situation where I'm broke again right now. So this is my personal journey and personal transformation because by going up and down so much, I kind of have the formula algorithm. So I'm using it myself and I'm sharing it with the rest of the world, whoever else wants to actually hear it with you. And the very first thing when you're trying to start over, when you're trying to build, is understanding this right here, your mind. Your mind is the master of everything. You we have no idea as people and humans how much power we have just by simply learning how to control and direct our thoughts. So if you kind of got into this video, you probably saw me doing a video what time I was pissed. I'm super pissed. I'm very pissed. I'm super pissed because the fact that I know this and I allowed myself to get in a situation is unacceptable. And I'm very, very, very critical of myself and allowing myself not to achieve greatness, which I was designed to do, which we all were designed to do. The difference between the man that achieves greatness and the man that never goes anywhere is simply right here. So this brings us up to day number one. I want you guys to read this book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. The book is in the resource somewhere. You'll see it. I'm going to go over a few key points, but this book is what started it all for me. I mean, like I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read the Cash Flow Quadrant, read As a Man Thinketh, read The Laws of Success. I read all these books. And I read the Bible back and forth, and it was a combination of this book and the Bible that really got me on track to where I really understood and knew how to use this thing. And every time I found myself at ground zero, matter of fact, I'm working. Look, when I say ground zero, I find myself always trying to hit rock bottom in a bottomless pit. If you understand what I mean. I mean, you ever just like want it to just can't get no worse, and then something happens and it gets worse, and then something happens and it keeps on, like it's just like a downward fall. One of the things I had to learn, my father sang the song called Two Wings, and I realized it isn't that the universe or that big homie or God, whatever you choose. I say big homie. I don't, because I don't argue about deities and religions. So whatever it is that I'm going through, it's a matter of big homie wanting me to experience something. He wants me to know what's going on, and it's not to hit rock bottom. It's so that you realize that you have wings. And when you realize that you have wings, then all things become possible. And you can just do whatever it is that you want to. So me being pissed is the fact that I find myself trying to hit rock bottom again. And it's like, dummy, you have two wings. So that's a book I'm working on. But anyway, let's get back to this, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Chapter 1, The Treasure Within You. You're going to find that the first 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chapters, they're all telling you that, hey, first of all, you have to understand the duality of your mind. You have the conscious mind, which is me moving my hands. I'm consciously doing this. I'm consciously saying things. So my conscious mind is what I think and which causes me to do something. And then you have your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is more or less, I say that's my connection to big homie. So, you know, in the Christian religion, they call it the Holy Spirit. My subconscious mind is that my connection to the divine universe. And that's what connects everything. And when you learn that your conscious mind is what programs your subconscious. See, in the book, they use this analogy of the captain of the ship. You have the captain of the ship, and then you have the guys in the boiler, that make the ship run. And they're in another part of the ship, so they can't see what the captain sees. All they can do is take directions. So your conscious mind, it carries out what your subconscious mind carries out what your conscious mind tells it. So there's another book, As a Man Thinketh. There's a popular saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Miracles. miracles happen because people have so much faith and they have so much belief that nobody can tell them any different, so that it comes into reality because they believed it so much. And so the first part, the treasure within you, is about just telling you, hey, look, you have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to sum all these chapters up. The treasure within you, how your mind works, the miracle working power of your subconscious, mental healings in ancient time, modern healings in modern time, practical techniques in mental healing, the tendency of the subconscious is life work. I was taking notes and I got notes. Actually, I'll even give you guys the notes on this in the PowerPoint presentation I was starting to prepare. And I realized there's no point in going through all this, because the bottom line is, if you get the crux of the matter, if you get the point, books tell a bunch of stories to get you to understand the point. Kind of like how Jesus taught in parables. All these stories are to tell you is that you have the power. Like, you have power, and don't give your power to anybody else. Like, even one part talks about suggestion. And we give our power too much to other things, whether it be the radio, whether it be the TV. Why do you think they call it programming? This program, because they're conditioning your thinking, they're conditioning your mind, and you got to understand that you have power in that. So the whole purpose of this program is health, wealth, and happiness. This is my personal transformation, because right now, look, I'm not healthy, I'm not wealthy, and I'm not happy. And I'm not happy because I allowed this to just, this has been gone for about the last, let's say, 10 years, and it's just not there. I'm not going to say the whole 10 years, but it's been gone for a while. And I allowed myself to get in this position, but I can't stay in it anymore because I have family that's counting on me. I have my nieces, I have my nephews, I got so many people that it's like, dude, you got to get out of this, like, real quick and in a hurry, because when you understand how this works, everything changed instantaneously. So I laugh about it. Yes, I'm flat broke. I was very transparent when I started this. If you saw any video before this, I'm not telling you guys I have a whole bunch of money and here's how I did it. I'm telling you guys I'm about to have a whole lot of money and here's what I'm doing. But it's not about the money. It's about the ability to take care of my family. It's about the ability to do things, to enjoy life, to be happy. I don't care about the money, because if I could do this stuff for bartering, it would still be the same thing. So understand how this stuff works. So back to talking about the mind. The first couple chapters, that's all they're talking about, is suggesting and programming your mind and understanding that the conscious mind programs the subconscious. If you say I'm going to be happy, well, then you're going to be happy. If you say I'm going to be wealthy, okay, then you're going to be wealthy. If you say I'm going to be healthy, okay, then you're going to be healthy. Now, all that sounds great, but today we're not going to go too much into it because there is some work involved to it too. But today I just want you to understand the power of your subconscious mind. So the first part is just talking about programming your subconscious. Then it gets into the next part. This is my favorite. Where is it at? How to use the power of subconscious for wealth. When my first wife left me and told me that I was broke, what did she say? She said, you can tell a tree by the fruit that it bears, and your tree is barren. And then she threw up the deuces and left, and I didn't see her again until I got the divorce in the mail. And like I said, I locked myself in a hotel room for a couple of days, read the Bible back and forth, and after that, I was still lost. And I decided I was going to be wealthy. I didn't know how I was going to be wealthy. I just decided I decided to be rich, not wealthy, because I didn't really know wealth, and I decided to be rich. Started reading every book I possibly could, and when I realized I was programming my subconscious more and more and more, and then I got a hold of this book and got to this particular chapter, how to use the power of your subconscious for wealth. This says, you have to decide to be wealthy by programming your subconscious mind. Repeat the word wealth 5 minutes prior to sleep every night. Your subconscious mind and your conscious mind must agree, and your dominant idea needs to be wealth, not poverty. So I stopped saying things like, oh man, I can't afford this, or oh man, I can't have that, or when the times, and all these different things that were contrary to what I wanted, because I was in a position of defeat. So at that point I said, I'm going to be a millionaire. And I gave myself a time limit of 3 years. And I was up at 5 o'clock every morning, by latest 5 o'clock every morning, reading books before 8 o'clock so I can get a head start. Kind of like right now where it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm making this video. I was up constantly doing stuff in the waking hours because everybody was asleep so I can get stuff done. And by the time the world started, I chose to get into real estate, and I learned everything I possibly could about real estate. So one of the things in the book, it talks about knowing more than anybody else in your field. It talks about choosing something that you love to do and be happy at it. It talks about all these different things. So I really want you to read the book so you can get a better understanding. I'm not going to go through it chapter by chapter. I'll give you this PowerPoint slides. But this is what I want you guys to get through at the end of the book. So this is today's assignment. Day one, this is me. This is how I look now. This is where I'm going to get to in a couple months. This is where I want to be in a year's time. And it might look funny. Now my wife said, "Why did you look like that? You put your head on another body." I wasn't trying to be perfect. I was trying to program my mind of, look, dude, this is where you're at. This is going to be your first transformation, and this is going to be your final destination. That's my idea of health. When I first started, and I'll put some goals on here. We'll go over the goals later, but just get the pictures for right now. So this is my idea of health. That's where I want to be. This is my idea of wealth. I don't want to just be rich. I don't want to just have enough. I don't want to just go around. No, I want it in abundance. And I want it in abundance so that I can show you and show other people and show my first of all, I want my family to experience life in abundance. I want them to know the joy, like the babies to know how fun it used to be when I was doing big things. I want my wife to be able to experience that. I want to be an example and show people that, money is nothing but a tool. You don't work for money. You have money work for you. And I say that so much. And it's like, I try to tell people what to do. Nobody wants to listen to me because it's like, yeah, you say that, but you're broke. And it's like, I'm broke because I don't care about money. Well, now I'm changing my whole thinking. I care about money. I don't love money. I don't hate money. I don't despise money. Money is not I don't have a different relationship with it. To me, money is a slave. It works for me. It's not something that I have a relationship like, oh, I need it. I want, no, it's something that just has to be there. So you know what? I want things. So I want gold. I want to, and when I say gold, I'm not necessarily talking about just gold. I want to make sure that there's enough in the storehouse so that 3 generations down the line, when my nieces and my nephews and the next generation, when they start having babies, I set up my company, new company is Walker Dynasty LLC. Since I will never have, I don't have any children and my legacy dies with me, then the Walker Dynasty will be what my nieces and nephews have for their inheritance and their babies have for their inheritance, so that they know that Harry Devi Walker Sr. is the one that put everything in motion to breed me and to breed this, because my parents had this thing called the 12th and never, loving to the 12th and never, and they breeded me and I wasn't supposed to be here. So the fact that I was here and I was conceived out of love, I was conceived because they had enough belief and faith that they would have a child after having a bunch of miscarriages and stillborns, that I would be here. And that's what kind of makes my faith in me understand, like, this whole book, when it said the power of your subconscious mind, I lived it. Like, I'm a product of it. So that's really deep. Read the book and then get your pictures. So this is my health pictures. This is my wealth pictures. Yeah, I do want the I want the Tesla, and I really want the Tesla. I started to get it last year. I'm glad I didn't, because that's when I went broke again. But all I really care, I didn't care how much money was. It's like, you get all these tax credits back from buying a car because it's an electric vehicle. It's all electric. So I want the Tesla. And I want this pandemic has taught me, I don't want this be sleeping in a small bedroom. I want the $1 million home. I want the home because I don't want to ever be in a situation where we're stuck again. And I have, like, this is driving me insane, just being stuck in this house and can't do anything. So I want the movie theater. I want the tennis court. I want the basketball court. I want the jacuzzi. I want the bowling alley. I want the full entire recreation center, miniature golf, horses. I want it all so that way I never ever have to worry about a situation where the world shuts down and there's no happiness. We can't do things. And then the final part is happiness. You'll see that, well, sorry if you can't see, I'll put the picture somewhere else, but on there is I just want to be happy with my wife, man. Like, beloved, I was sitting here watching this. I really just want to be happy with you, because I don't have time for negative energy. I don't have time for fighting. I'm just cutting all that negative energy, the negative drama out of my life. If anybody comes, like, you got it, you win, I lose, and let me go on about my business. I'm not even arguing or fighting with nobody no more, because I don't have the energy or patience for it. And so I want to be happy with my wife, which means that we ain't letting nobody else come and be in what we're doing, because it's always, me and her never really have a problem. It's always somebody else that has a problem. It's outside influence. And then I want to take her traveling. Since we've been married, we've only taken one real trip, and that was a cruise. And we've been married for over 10 years now. And I've been living in a broke state for 10 years. So happiness, I want to travel. I want to travel the country. I want to travel the entire world. And that's my definition of happiness. So hope you guys enjoyed day number 1. Day number 2, tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, so again, your homework, come up with your pictures to show, so that your subconscious knows what it's working for. Come up with those pictures. And then tomorrow, let me see. Tomorrow we're going to go over Think and Go Rich. So today, let me make sure. Today I want you to come up with your goals. Health, wealth, and happiness is my journey. My health is, I want mental, I want physical, I want spiritual peace. That's health. My wealth, I want the car, I want the house with everything there. That's pretty much it. And I want, and I want generational wealth. I want to make sure that there's a legacy, and call me greedy, but I want at least $1 billion within the next 10 years before I go, so that when the next generation comes, inflation is going to kill that. So that's really not a lot of money anymore. But I want at least $1 billion sitting there, so that it can go in a trust fund through Walker Dynasty, and it can keep on passing on. And then for happiness, wife, trips, and vacations. That's pretty much it. Put your goals down. Write your goals down. You'll probably be in a group. Put them in the group. But make sure you have this. And at the end, I'm going to give you guys a template to put everything on. So tomorrow, if you can, read Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't finished The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, try to read that. I read a book a day. I don't know if you can read a book a day, but I want it that bad. So I'm about to go and read Think and Grow Rich now, because I just finished The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So anyway, tired of too much talking. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate you. This is my personal journey I'm sharing with you. Hopefully by the time I finish this, we're going to go ahead and turn this into another stream of income. I want to shout out to Jack Harris. Jeremiah, I hope you're watching this video as well, because Jack Harris wrote this book called The 12 Streams of Income. And that's actually reading number 5 for the 5th day. And his book, and before I read it, it's like, well, I already know I got 7 or 8. I said, I don't know about 12. But in his book, he lays everything down perfectly. So at the end of this is a whole book promotion. Jeremiah, you're going to see that we're promoting your father's book with this. That's also one of my things on here, my strategies where I'm about to be wealthy. So I'm going to ride with Jack Harris and the Harris family on the books and on the real estate. Then I'm going to have this other stuff for the marketing. Jeremiah, we're going to work on that. And then, y'all, we're just going to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.